Mamma mia, that is a spooky movie.
I'm here in the Criterion closet.
Hello! Today I thought I'd do a quick little video talking about films, which I've wanted to do for a long time. Films mean a lot to me. I love film, I love the cinema, and I love horror in particular. And so I thought I'd come to my little movie corner and pull out some of my favourite horror picks. These are not necessarily in order or a top 10, they're just ones that I think are worth checking out and have kind of stuck with me for one reason or another. There's also many that I don't own that I'd recommend, but I'm going to keep it to the kind of physical ones that I can grab. Right, let's have a browse. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. This had always been on my radar and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was so good.
The function of all life is survival.
All of a sudden, they're growing like parasites. Is it contagious? People are being duplicated.
How do you know my name?
I think the practical effects held up really, really well. I didn't realise Jeff Goldblum was in it and he appeared and I was like, this is great.
It's got no detail, no character.
I thought Donald Sutherland was so endearing in it. Like I was really, really rooting for him. And it's just a really interesting concept, kind of seeing, the world kind of slowly be replaced with these alien hosts. Ultimately leads to this harrowing ending and I just thought it was fantastic. Like I think there's been a few versions over the years. I haven't checked them out, but this was great. I don't think it was dated. I think it just totally held up and was like a fantastic movie. So I've got to talk about The Witch. The Witch is one of my like all-time favorites. I absolutely love The Witch. I saw this in the cinema when it was released and I absolutely loved it. The kind of gritty folk horror vibes of it.
What went we out into this wilderness to find?
Boom!
I think it looks stunning. There's a Robert Eggers director's commentary on this and he's just kind of going really hard on it, but it obviously looks amazing. The whole family dynamic is absolutely fantastic and it does the witch thing in just a really, really good way. Things just get like worse and worse and worse for this family, right? And you're just along for the ride. And I think it's great. I loved this. The opening theme is so good. It sort of plays like a erotic kind of family drama. Explores like the world of kind of kink and fetish, and it was just amazing. Like the lighting that happens in this when the kind of boxes opened and the Cenobites kind of come through and there's these blue strips of light. But I loved this and I also really enjoyed the second one. Those are the only ones I've seen so far, but yeah, Hellraiser is worth the hype, I'd say. This is one of the best. One of the best. Okay, Rosemary's Baby. I think Mia Farrow in this is just one of the best on-screen performances.
Oh, please, let's take it.
Okay, darling, we get out of the other lease, okay.
There were covens in Europe. That's what they're called. The congregation. Covens in Europe, in America, and in Australia, and they have one right here.
What about the pain?
Oh, haven't you heard? It'll go away in a day or two.
It feels like her whole world and social circle are kind of gaslighting her. You sort of, as you're watching it, you feel like an investigator along with Mia Farrow and there's this bit where she's doing anagrams. I remember me and my friend, we paused the movie and she cut out all the letters and she was trying to figure it out. I think Mia Farrow is just so cool in it and does such a great job. And everyone around her is just horrible and you're just with her on this trip. I think it's like an interesting film. You're so invested because you sort of put yourself in it. You think, what if my partner was lying to me? What if my friends were lying to me? I just love this one. 1968, another oldie. Another Goldie. Okay, so The Exorcist. With all of these films, I'm like, what more can I say that has not been said? Obviously, just one of the greatest horror films ever. Like, it's still so terrifying and horrible.
Where'd this come from?
I found it.
Well, let's both put it.
You're gonna die up there.
How do you go about getting an exorcism?
I beg your pardon?
And the daughter is changing into something horrendous. And you're kind of following Reagan as she's going through this medical testing. That side of it is horrible, you know? But even before all the demonic, crazy stuff, the kind of invasive medical side of it, I always found really horrible to watch. And it just gets crazy. It touches on faith in a really interesting way. There's such an evil in the presence in this film. It gets so dark and so spiteful. You know, there's lots of films that do the demon thing, but this is really, you're like, yeah, that's a nasty demon if I ever did see one. No, that's a proper demon, that is, yeah.
It's the power. Holy water.
I think it's one of those ones most people have seen, but if you haven't, like, it is really worth your time. Iconic music, iconic visuals, one of the greatest movies of all time, I would say. And certainly one of the best horrors. Oh, God. I'm talking about these films, I just want to put them on and watch them back to back. Let's do a modern one, Hereditary. Saw this in the cinema on release. It's one of the best kind of modern horror films. It's one that I was really genuinely scared, and there's a few where I sort of struggled to sleep, and this was one of them.
So many strange new faces here today. I know my mom would be very touched and probably a little suspicious.
I recognize you from your mother.
What? Sometimes I swear I can feel them in the room.
It just uses silence in a way that is silence and darkness, and you kind of clock something that's happening, and it really, really ruins being in the dark for you forever, really. It's a great one to watch with friends, in the sense that there is something that happens that kind of catches you out of nowhere if it hasn't been spoiled for you already. I remember showing some friends it recently, and I was just like waiting for them to see this horrendous thing. Toni Collette is so amazing in this, the kind of monologues she does.
And what a waste. If it could have maybe brought us together or something. If you could have just said, I'm sorry, or faced up to what happened. Maybe then we could do something with this. But you can't take responsibility for anything. So now I can't accept.
You know, at the core of it, it's this family kind of drama. It's just an amazing one. I feel like most people have seen it now. But a more modern kind of classic. I've got too much to bloody talk about. Okay, The Shining, obviously guys, The Shining. This is too big for the boots. Everyone knows how great this is. I don't know what to say. One of my favourite films of all time. You know, it's very visual, this. There's lots of kind of bizarre things happening and you're kind of piecing it together. Jack Nicholson, Shelley Duvall, they're so fantastic together in this. It's just absolute dread, you know, like, and the kind of string orchestral score on it just provokes such dread, and you're seeing Jack Nicholson kind of slowly spiral. I'm going to talk about the more modern It films, as in Stephen King's It. I think these are great. I think these are really, really good.
I saw something. There was this
clown. Yeah, I saw him too.
I'm going to talk about them both as a collective. I do think the first one's stronger, but having double billed them with some friends recently, the casting of the second film, in which the group of children are adults, is so seamless, and they did such a good job finding synergy between the child character and the adult performance. Just feeling, I felt like I was watching these friends all grown up, and that was like such a joy amongst the horrors of this. Bill Skarsgård is obviously deeply unsettling as Pennywise. Amazing job. Completely, you know, I think in the older TV special, Tim Curry did an amazing job. I think this depiction brought so many new character traits, like the drooling, the wandering eye, the kind of the vocal cadence.
Hiya, Georgie. What a nice boat. Do you want it back?
It just was horrible, but in a fantastic way. And I think it nails the friendship thing.
Wherever that takes you.
And I really enjoyed that. Okay, It Follows, another film that I love showing people, so I've seen it loads. The concept of someone following you at all times, not sprinting at you or like chasing you, and it just slowly walking towards you as you live and sleep is terrifying.
You're not gonna believe me, and I need you to remember what I'm saying. This thing, it's gonna follow you. Somebody gave it to me, and I passed it to you.
It does such a good job at keeping you anxious and putting you in the position of the protagonist, in the sense that you're paranoid, you're on the lookout, thinking, is that a real person or is that the kind of monster walking towards me?
And I have seen the eternal footman hold my coat and snicker. And in short, I was afraid.
Ultimately as well, this curse that we see in the film of always being followed is positioned as like an STD. That's how it's passed on. And that's really interesting because it just adds this other layer of morality and people passing on this curse to other people unknowingly. It's crazy. It's crazy. I hope this is okay. I feel like I'm not really getting in deep. I'm just doing a very surface level, you know, I'm trying to do quick fire here. Saint Maud. Okay, so an A24 horror. We love A24. I think this film is great. It's very sort of quiet and intimate in a way, and we're dealing with, again, faith and testing someone's faith.
Dear God, your presence graces the air.
Hi.
It takes nothing special to mop up after the dying.
You're prettier than the last one.
But to save a soul, that's quite something. Bless Amanda's body and bless her mind, which is shrouded in darkness.
We essentially have like a live-in kind of religious nurse with a cancer patient that is not spiritually or religiously inclined. And she essentially feels like she has to save her and share her sort of ideology with her because she feels she's going to pass away and suffer for her sins. We're switching between point of views in it, in the sense of you're seeing like the character's faith materialize at points. It's a really interesting character study that leads to this very shocking conclusion, and I enjoyed it a lot. Nosferatu, you must bounce on it crazy style. Let's go. It's Eggers time. Another Robert what? Another Robert Eggers gem.
Come to me. Come to me. I'm ready.
Nosferatu, saw this on New Year's Day on release, obviously. Where was I New Year's Day 2026? Nosferatu at the Odeon. Where will I be 2027 New Year's Day? Werewolf at the Odeon. I love this like traumatizing horror New Year's Day routine. Another case where Bill Skarsgård is absolutely transforming himself and just doing an amazing job at being a kind of character actor in the horror genre and completely fooling you into thinking he is something from another planet. It's a stunning looking film. It's gritty. It's kind of folky. I remember seeing the original Nosferatu with a live orchestra, which was really cool. But obviously it's a very kind of dated piece. But the iconography of it and that character sticks with you, and that silhouette. Those ears and the teeth and the hands. Lily Rose Depp was amazing in it. The whole cast was amazing in it, really. Willem Dafoe. It's just like moody, foreboding horror, not jump scare franchise horror. And I think that's my favorite kind.
Is to consume all life on Earth. Only you can redeem us.
I think if you like vampires, I'm not saying this is Twilight, mate. I'm not trying to sell you a dream. But if you like vampires, I think this is interesting. And it did sort of have following in terms of romanticizing him and their connection, like a lot of vampire films do. Bram Stoker's Dracula, very similar energy to it. It's good stuff. Okay, the best film of last year, Sinners. This film was so good. This film surprised me massively, absolutely blew me away.
You twins? Nah, we cousins.
With the gift of making music so true.
What the hell going on?
Oh, we heard tale of a party.
The way this integrated music and the culture surrounding music was not something I even knew about the film. I went into it kind of blind. As someone that loves music also, it was such an amazing part of it. And I listened to the soundtrack on loop. I think it was in my Spotify, like top 10 or whatever. Michael B. Jordan does an amazing job at doing that thing of playing two characters at once, or two brothers. And Ryan Coogler does a great job at making that look as good as possible. The film looks amazing. I don't know if you could say it's like a musical, but it's just, you know, a horror film where music is integral to it, a bit like The Wicker Man was. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there because I'm rambling, and there's so much I could talk about. I feel I love talking about movies. I'd really like to do it more, but with this being kind of linked so heavily to my art, illustration stuff, it sometimes feels like I can't do anything but talk about that, but I really enjoy just doing other stuff. I love talking about movies. I'd love to do more movie content. They are just the most important thing to me, I think, and have got me through a lot. And I love cinema and storytelling in that format. I think it's one of the best things we have, and we take it for granted a lot, I think. And I love the industry and talking about it and studying it. But yeah, feel free to subscribe, check out my art Instagram, Etsy store, etc. And then yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good week. Hope you have a good month. A good life. Look out for the ghosts.